Hi there, Running Artfully Network. It's great to be with you today, even though it's at a distance. I'm sorry I can't be with you in Cambridge. I wish I could be. I thought I would send you this video as a brief introduction to my running practice, my running art practice. So as you can probably tell, I'm walking at the moment, but in a minute we'll start running. Okay, so I've got a background as an artist since the mid-1990s, working with walking as a vehicle, a device, in order to activate discursive performances. The thing about walking is I very much think it's around navigating place, and with place comes memory, history, and a whole stratigraphy of trace elements to do with human society. I carry on walking now. I make performances with walking, which I entitle manoeuvres. So they are discursive performances. In 2011, I extended this practice and I started to run with intent. So consciously, in terms of making artwork. The artwork wasn't made public. It was a research exploration that I just began on my own behalf, without any affiliation to any gallery or any organisation, without any external funding. I decided I was going to run the edges of the Roman Empire, the limes, the Roman Empire as it was probably at the height of its extent and grip on the world. So I started running in 2011 on this project. I ran the Hadrian's Wall in a day, in around 15 hours, and then a few months later I ran the Antonine Wall from the west coast to the east coast of Scotland. I ran that in a day, so that completed the kind of edges of the Roman occupation of what we now call England and Scotland. I then moved further east and I began running on the west coast of Holland, and I ran across Holland in a day to arrive pretty much at the German border. That's another story for another day. In the project, I then became very concerned about the ethics that would pan out. The Syrian refugee crisis had become worldwide news, and I felt that even if I was able to access many of the countries that I would have been running through in the Middle East, etc., on my extended project, that ethically I felt there was a problem. How could I be running past populations of people who were walking east or travelling east, who had been dispossessed from their homes? I felt it wasn't the right thing for me to be doing. And I'll continue with a bit of a run, okay? And so I developed the project of running the Roman Empire beyond the geography of our planet. I decided that I would run or continue running the circumference, sorry, not circumference, the diameter of Jupiter's great red eye storm. Jupiter being the Roman god, the red eye storm being a kind of metaphor for how I saw our own world at that time and up until present and continuing. So I would take my daily, weekly, monthly runs and I would add them together and I would subtract them each run from the 16,500 kilometers that, roughly speaking, because it does move about a bit, form the diameter of Jupiter's great red eye storm. When running long distances, I've found ultramarathons, so to speak, I've found that it's less and less to do with an exploration of place and much more to do with an investigation into internal spaces that, if one is inclined in a certain way, may be closely linked to cosmic space. So running for many hours in a day pushes me into another state of being where I have seen things that perhaps I wouldn't normally have seen if I was walking or sitting. They're kind of visions. Maybe they're hallucinations. Maybe they're not. They get distilled into poems, not epic poems, not ultra-marathon length poems, into haiku. And these haiku, or triads, punctuate my journey along the way. So everybody, I hope you have a great conference, one-day symposium, and it's great to be part of the network.